the news hit the wrestling world like a thunderclap. Out of nowhere, the headlines exploded across social media feeds. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon expecting another child. And in that single moment, the entire WWE Universe from the locker room to the fans and the nosebleeds went from stunned silence to pure chaos. People didn't believe it at first. They thought it was some clickbait headline, a troll account trying to farm likes. But then, WWE's official verified handle posted the announcement, complete with a photo Triple H standing beside Stephanie, his hand on her belly, both of them smiling in a way fans hadn't seen in years. Within minutes, hashtags like #HHHFamily, #BabyGame, and #McMahonLegacy started trending worldwide. But this wasn't just a cute, feel-good story. No, this was a bomb dropped right in the middle of the wrestling industry's most unstable era. Because behind those smiles, there was tension, and that's what made this story explode. Backstage, the reaction wasn't all applause. Some superstars congratulated them, others, not so much. You could feel the unease, the whispers. What does this mean for WWE's future? Is Triple H going to step away again? Who takes over creative now? Sources from inside the company told reporters that when the news broke internally, half the locker room was genuinely happy and the other half started panicking. Because when power in WWE shifts, it doesn't happen quietly. And this? This wasn't just a pregnancy. This was a power ripple. Reports say Roman Reigns was one of the first top names to find out, not from WWE management, but through a group chat with some higher UPS in creative. Apparently, his reaction was short and sharp: guess we're rewriting everything again. Because here's the thing, Triple H isn't just the game. He's the architect of the current WWE era. From the Bloodline storyline to the NXT talent pipeline, everything running today has his fingerprints on it. And Stephanie? She's more than the former chief brand officer. She's the heart of the McMahon empire, the one who held things together when the entire company nearly tore itself apart last year. So when this announcement dropped, it raised one burning question that nobody could ignore. What happens to WWE when its power couple steps back to focus on family? Some insiders claim this wasn't just a personal decision. They say Stephanie's pregnancy came at a time when the corporate board had already been pushing for creative transition plans. That means someone else might temporarily or permanently take over the reins. And that's where it gets messy. Because right now, three names are fighting for influence behind the scenes: Nick Khan, Shawn Michaels, and brace yourself, Paul Heyman. Yeah, that's right. Paul Heyman has reportedly been lobbying for a major creative role if Triple H needs to take time away. His recent work with the Bloodline, his storytelling genius, and his relationship with both Roman and Cody Rhodes make him a strong contender. But to many in WWE, Heyman represents chaos, the same chaos that made ECW legendary, but also made it collapse. Nick Khan, on the other hand, is all about business, numbers, growth, corporate partnerships. The idea of him calling the creative shots terrifies old-school wrestling fans. And then there's Shawn Michaels, Triple H's closest friend and the man running NXT. Insiders say Triple H trusts him more than anyone. But here's the catch: Shawn's already stretched thin, and the main roster environment is a shark tank compared to NXT's tight-knit world. Meanwhile, in the locker room, people started reacting in real time. Becky Lynch was reportedly among the first to congratulate Stephanie privately, while Seth Rollins jokingly told reporters, "I hope that kid inherits the game's cardio." But others weren't as lighthearted. There were whispers that some talent feared a creative freeze, meaning storylines could be delayed, cancelled, or restructured as leadership adjusted. And among those voices was one of WWE's most outspoken stars, CM Punk. Punk's reaction reportedly came in the form of a sarcastic comment during a production meeting: "Guess it's time to play the game again, but this time, for the nursery." It got laughs from some, glares from others. But deep down, people knew what he meant. Whenever the McMahon shift focus, the company shifts with them. And that means everyone's spot is up for grabs. Roman's dominance, Cody's push, Gunther's record-breaking reign, even LA Knight's momentum, all of it hangs in the balance. Because if Triple H steps away, there's no guarantee WWE's creative tone stays the same. But here's the part that really blew fans' minds: there are rumors that WWE might integrate Stephanie's pregnancy into storylines. Yeah, you heard that right. According to multiple sources close to creative, there were discussions about using this real-life situation as part of a new McMahon family arc, something that hasn't been seen since the Attitude Era. A blend of reality and fiction. Imagine this on-screen tension between the McMahons, rival factions trying to seize power while Triple H is distracted, and maybe even a mystery surrounding who wants the McMahons out. It's the kind of storyline that could pull record numbers, or completely backfire. And fans? They're divided. Half the internet is celebrating, calling it a beautiful moment for the most powerful couple in wrestling. The other half is furious, saying WWE's about to lose its edge right when it was getting good again. Tweets are flying like chair shots: "This is sweet and all, but we just got consistent booking back now congrats to them, but please, don't hand the show back to Nick Khan. Paul Heyman better not get full control. That man's gonna turn Raw into ECW 2.0. You can feel the tension even through the screen. But behind closed doors, things are reportedly tense. Sources within the company told Wrestle Talk Insider that Vince McMahon, despite being officially retired, made a call after hearing the news. One source quoted him saying, "Family first, but business never sleeps." It's unclear what that means, but some believe Vince may try to involve himself again, at least temporarily, for stability. And if that happens, expect a civil war inside WWE Creative. Because there are two things every insider knows: 1. Triple H built his era by undoing Vince's outdated creative ideas. 2. Stephanie's influence has always kept Vince's worst impulses in check. If they both step back, there's no one left to stop the chaos. Meanwhile, wrestlers are already preparing for impact. One anonymous superstar told a journalist, "When there's a McMahon baby, that's a corporate reset button." And it's true. Every major McMahon family event, weddings, health issues, retirements has shifted the course of WWE history. But this time, the stakes are higher than ever. Because WWE isn't just a wrestling company anymore. It's a global entertainment empire tied to Endeavor, UFC, and Hollywood partnerships. Every decision they make echoes across the entire industry. And now, one family's personal joy could rewrite the company's future. The wrestling world thrives on chaos, title changes, shocking returns, and unpredictable moments. But nothing sends a deeper shockwave through WWE than anything that touches the McMahon family itself. Because when that family shifts, the entire industry shakes. For decades, every major transformation in WWE creative direction, corporate control, even locker room morale has come after a McMahon decision. And right now, fans everywhere are asking one question: what happens the next time life changes for Triple H and Stephanie McMahon? Let's be clear, there's no official announcement about any pregnancy or family expansion. What is real is the conversation about how deeply their personal lives connect to WWE's future. Ever since Triple H took over creative, the company has entered a renaissance. Long-term storytelling returned. NXT Call UPS started feeling important again. Pay-per-views sold out faster than ever. And Stephanie, even after stepping back from her executive role, remains one of the most respected voices in the organization. So imagine the ripple if either of them needed to step away again, even temporarily. Fans would feel it instantly. The creative balance of power inside the company. Three major figures quietly orbit the throne: Nick Khan, Shawn Michaels, and Paul Heyman. Each has a different vision for WWE. Nick Khan focuses on expansion, partnerships, global branding, and the merger era with TKO and UFC. Shawn Michaels, Triple H's closest ally, guards the soul of NXT. Paul Heyman is the wild card, pushing for edgier storytelling that keeps older fans glued to Raw and SmackDown. If Triple H ever paused his daily creative role, those three minds would shape the company's tone. And depending on who steps up, the WWE could look very different in a matter of months. Locker room pulse. Sources inside the locker room often describe morale as the best it's been in years: stable, structured, predictable. Wrestlers know their storylines have purpose. They trust that patience pays off. That's what Triple H's leadership brought back. But veterans remember what happens when that stability cracks. When leadership changes too fast, pushes disappear, and chaos replaces order. A single change in the McMahon family dynamic, whether corporate, creative, or personal, can trigger that uncertainty again. The fan perspective. Online communities are already speculating about the next era. Reddit threads and YouTube comment sections pulse with mixed emotions: excitement for fresh creative blood versus fear that corporate hands might dilute storytelling again. Because let's be honest, wrestling fans have long memories. They know the difference between a business-driven product and a story-driven one. Legacy and the future. What makes the McMahon name unique isn't just power, it's legacy. The family has built WWE from a regional promotion into global entertainment. But legacies evolve, and as new executives rise, fans keep wondering, who protects that legacy next? Will Triple H eventually pass creative control to a trusted protege? Could Stephanie return to the boardroom? Or will corporate ownership under TKO permanently redefine the McMahon era into history? No one has those answers yet, and that uncertainty keeps WWE compelling. Closing thought. The truth is, WWE's heartbeat has always synced with the McMahon family's rhythm. Every personal milestone, every executive move, sends aftershocks through the entire wrestling world. So while today's headlines might only be speculation, the idea of change is enough to make fans watch more closely than ever. Because in WWE, even the quietest moments can turn into the loudest storylines overnight.